How Louis Vuitton took over sports. Louis Vuitton, a brand known for luxury and high fashion, has now become a big player in the world of sports. But how did a company famous for its stylish trunks take over major sports events? Let's explore how Louis Vuitton entered the sports world and why it's here to stay. When you think of Louis Vuitton, the first thing that probably comes to mind is its iconic luggage or luxury fashion. But over the last few decades, Louis Vuitton has made some surprising moves straight into the world of sports. It all started with the brand's rich heritage in craftsmanship, which has always been tied to travel and prestige. Louis Vuitton opportunity to expand its influence by collaborating with the sports world, starting with custom-made trophy trunks. In 1983, Louis Vuitton made its first major step into sports by partnering with the America's Cup, the world's oldest international sporting trophy. They designed elegant trunks to hold and transport the prestigious trophy. This set the tone for their involvement in major sporting events. Fast forward to 2010, and Louis Vuitton made waves with their FIFA World Cup trophy case, a sleek, handcrafted trunk to carry one of the world's most recognizable trophies. The partnership wasn't just a one-off. It was the start of a long relationship between the brand and global sports. From the basketball court to the tennis court, Louis Vuitton has been steadily growing its sports presence. They've collaborated with the NBA to create bespoke trophy cases and even partnered with tennis superstar Naomi Osaka to launch limited edition collections. What started with one partnership has now turned into a full-scale involvement in global sports, with Louis Vuitton crafting everything from exclusive trunks to full-on sportswear collections. And while it might seem like an unlikely pairing at first, Louis Vuitton's foray into sports has helped cement its position not only in the world of luxury, but also in the heart of some of the biggest sports moments in history. After their successful partnership with FIFA, Louis Vuitton's influence in sports started to grow exponentially. The brand wasn't just sponsoring or making cases anymore, they were becoming an integral part of the biggest moments in sports history. One of the next major moves came in 2020 when Louis Vuitton signed an unprecedented deal with the NBA. The partnership gave birth to something unique, a custom-made case to carry the Larry O'Brien NBA Championship trophy. This wasn't just about carrying a trophy, it was about adding a touch of sophistication and luxury to a sport that's watched by millions. Basketball is more than a sport, it's a global cultural phenomenon. By partnering with the NBA, Louis Vuitton tapped into a younger, more diverse audience, expanding their reach far beyond the traditional luxury consumer. The brand wasn't just appealing to high-end fashion lovers anymore, they were now speaking to a global audience of sports fans, athletes, and sneakerheads. Then, Louis Vuitton expanded its influence further with tennis. Enter Naomi Osaka, a tennis superstar and fashion icon in her own right. Osaka became a brand ambassador for Louis Vuitton, blending her influence in the sports world with the luxury brand's desire to connect with a younger, more diverse demographic. This collaboration went beyond traditional sponsorship. Naomi Osaka wasn't just a face for Louis Vuitton, she was also a creative partner working on limited edition collections that merged athletic wear with high fashion. This move not only showcased Louis Vuitton's flexibility in sports fashion, but also highlighted how seamlessly luxury could blend with modern athletic culture. But Louis Vuitton didn't stop with individual athletes or team sports. Their influence has even spread to Formula One racing. In 2021, Louis Vuitton created a custom trunk to carry the winner's trophy for the Monaco Grand Prix. This high-speed, high-stakes sport was a perfect fit for Louis Vuitton's high-end image, further cementing their role in the world of elite sports. So what's next for Louis Vuitton in sports? One thing's for sure, the brand shows no signs of slowing down. With the rise of esports and the increasing influence of athletes as cultural icons, the opportunities for Louis Vuitton to expand its reach are limitless. We've already seen Louis Vuitton create exclusive collections for the world of esports. In 2019, they collaborated with League of Legends, one of the biggest video games globally, to design a digital trophy case and in-game skins. This collaboration marked a bold move into the digital space, positioning Louis Vuitton as a forward-thinking brand that understands the changing dynamics of sports and entertainment. Esports is just one example of how Louis Vuitton can continue to evolve. The brand's entry into sports has allowed it to stay relevant, not just as a fashion powerhouse, but as a cultural icon that bridges the gap between luxury and mass appeal. As athletes continue to cross over into the worlds of fashion, entertainment, and activism, Louis Vuitton's role will only grow. We can expect to see even more collaborations between the brand and influential figures in the sports world, whether it's designing custom outfits for athletes or partnering with new sports leagues. Louis Vuitton has proven its adaptability and strategic foresight. At its core, Louis Vuitton's success in sports comes down to one key strategy: positioning themselves not just as a luxury brand, but as a lifestyle brand that resonates across cultures, generations, and global industries. From the America's Cup to the FIFA World Cup, from the NBA to esports, Louis Vuitton is no longer just a luxury brand, it's a brand that defines iconic moments in sports history. Whether it's carrying the world's most famous trophies or designing limited edition collections with top athletes, Louis Vuitton's presence in sports is now impossible to ignore. As the brand continues to evolve, one thing is clear: Louis Vuitton has truly taken over the world of sports, and they're not stopping anytime soon. Investing in sports allowed Louis Vuitton to expand its brand image beyond fashion shows and high-end boutiques.
Very competitive. I always want to win. The success of my group is based on a combination of creativity and organization. Today, Louis Vuitton is by far the largest and #1 luxury brand in the world. Every competitor is trying to imitate. I think they are not successful, but they try.
It signaled that Louis Vuitton was not just a luxury fashion house, but a lifestyle brand connected to moments of victory, celebration, and global passion. One of the biggest turning points came in 2020 when Louis Vuitton partnered with the NBA. This collaboration was different. It targeted a younger, diverse audience and showed that the brand could blend luxury with the energy of modern sports. By designing a custom case for the NBA's Larry O'Brien Championship trophy, Louis Vuitton wasn't just providing a luxury item, it was becoming part of the championship's legacy.
They did the best investment possible. So at our scale, in our market, we did the same. We bought shares in other companies when everybody was thinking that's the end of the luxury business, that's the end of almost everything.
But what made this move even more strategic was the alignment with the culture surrounding basketball, urban fashion, celebrity influence, and a passionate fan base. The NBA collaboration showcased Louis Vuitton's ability to stay relevant and reach new audiences, particularly those who might not have previously considered luxury fashion. Tennis provided another unique opportunity. Partnering with Naomi Osaka brought Louis Vuitton into a conversation that was about more than fashion. It was about empowerment, diversity, and modern athleticism. Naomi Osaka, known for her incredible tennis skills and strong personal brand, embodied the values Louis Vuitton wanted to highlight: talent, strength, and global influence. These collaborations allowed Louis Vuitton to diversify its image, reaching a spectrum of consumers interested in both luxury and sport. The brand transitioned from just luxury goods to representing moments of high stakes and triumph.